Alright, hey, my name is Mntwana. The general solution. See, so how do we get general solution? Because you want to understand general solution. Let's go y equal to. You must find the auxiliary solution, which we call it yc plus particular solution yp. So let's find the auxiliary solution. How you get the auxiliary solution? Take your given differential equation, which is complementary function, and solve it. So how are you going to do it? To get auxiliary solution, change all of this. Sometime or some books people use D as a D operator, or you can use value letter M. Let me use M. You can use D if you want. If I use M, you see this is y prime, means 3, means third derivative in other way. So I'm going to say this is going to become y. Oh, I say I'm going to use value M. I'm sorry. So I'm going to say what? M, and I will say 3. And the minus is minus. Instead of say y second derivative, I'm going to say M squared. And the plus, there's a little correction here I forgot to mention when I started the question. There's no 4, it's just a 4 here. And I'm sorry about that. So this is going to be 4. And then this is first derivative. This is going to be M. So here, there's no any derivative, any letter. So it's going to become what? 0. Do you understand? If it was, for example, if it was, let's say 4y, and then our answer here, let's say 8y, let's say, for example, if this was 8y, let's say 8y or 4y, and then it was going to say plus 4, or if it's 8, you say 8. But since it does not have no y, okay, so this is going to become 0. So means this is going to become 0, and then 0 equal to, here also there's 0 equal to 0. So let's say quadratic. So I'm going to part out m here. If I part out m, means it's going to be m square minus 1m plus 4 equal to 0. Let's solve quadratic now. Since there's a multiplication here, means this m equal to 0, means m equal to 0. And then we're going to take the other quadratic and get an answer, which is m squared. So let me put my semicolon. M squared minus m plus 4 equal to 0. So if I solve m using quadratic, means it's going to be m equal to negative b. What is negative b? Negative b, negative 1. Negative 1 is equal to 1. Plus or minus square root. Negative 1 square equal to 1 minus 4 times 4 times a equal to 1. 1 times c equal to 4. And then we over 2 times 1, which equal to 1. 2 times 1 equal to 2. So for that case, now this is going to give us m equal to 1 over these 2 here, plus or minus 1 minus 16 equal to negative 15. So negative 15 here, look, man. Hey, you know. So this is going to be negative 1 square root, and then 15 what? Square, you can separate. Square root of negative 1 is going to be I or J, depend what you prefer. Some people that use J, some of the books or students that use J. I like I. Okay. So then I'm going to say 15 square root of 15 I, and then over this 2, because it's for both, means this will be over 2 and this over 2. So now I have a 2 root for this case. In here I just have an m equal to 0. So that's going to give us, it's going to lead us to the general solution of this complementary solution, means which is going to help us to get the auxiliary solution. These we call them auxiliary routes, or auxiliary in Africa or in other places called roots, or ROOTS. So for that case, it's going to give me general solution, the general solution of the particular solution, the general solution of auxiliary solution equal to, you write, okay, why am I writing like that? Look, this is cube. So since it's third derivative, this is how you write. If you take derivative, remember that. So you're going to say A, E, and then write your place route here, the one with no complex y. You write with A, which for this case is 0, and then write your X. And then with plus, and then now write your E. Okay, so the only thing we replace here is like this value here, we come and place there, but everything else, now we come here now, a half X. You write your half here, and then write X. So it's okay, and then you open your bracket, and then here say D. So this half is from this row here, and they say cos, and what you do, take your imaginary, and then write X. Don't plus your E. No, you don't need that E. And then plus, and then now this is B. Now write your C. Remember here you have open your bracket, C, and then here say sine, and then write your imaginary value here, which is 15 over 2, and then write your X. And this is going to give us particular solution. So we already have a particular solution. Now we want to get, no, we already have a, I'm making the mouth. Unintentional. Okay, unintentional. I say that. This is our auxiliary solution. Auxiliary solution is that. So now to get the particular solution is way easy. So what you do, you say, well, to get a particular, what you do, you say y equal to a x. For this case, that's the form that you have. So now remember, you're gonna have to look at your question given. How the question given say? The question given say, hey, you have take derivative, face derivative, second and face derivative, second and face derivative. So it means you have to derivate this 3 times. Okay, now let's go. So face derivative is going to be a, because we derivative x, we get 1. Okay, now let's go for the second one. Second derivative, which is going to come here. What is second derivative? Second derivative is going to be equal to 0. Because we derivative a, you get 0. And third derivative is going to be 0 as well. Because we derivative the second derivative, you get 0. So that's going to come, excuse me, and then we're going to come and plug in here. Sorry. We're going to come and plug in here. All right, now let's go. So this is going to become, what is the y third derivative? Y third derivative equal to 0. This is going to be 0. Minus y second derivative equal to 0. Plus, for the 4, no, we say this is 4. It's not for the 4. Sorry, take what I say. So it's going to be 4. What is face derivative? Face derivative equal to a. So this is going to be a minus 4. You just say 4. And then equal to 0. So what happened here? This 4 is going to go over here. So because this is going to be 0. We don't need them. So it's going to be 4a equal to positive 4. Divided by 4, divided by 4. You divide by 4, divided by 4. So our a equal to 1. So if your a equal to 1 means I must come and substitute here and say, oh, our particular solution equal to ax. What is ax? A equal to 1x. Oh, this is a particular solution? Oh, yes. So that's going to lead us to get our final solution. Our final solution then is going to be, okay, we say our final solution, our general solution, which is y equal to auxiliary plus particular solution. So we're going to say, well, our general solution equal to y of auxiliary plus y of the particular, which you have them both. Auxiliary y is this one, and particular that one, means you have to add them together. All right. So we're going to say finally, let's finalize here. We just want to finalize here. Yeah, let's finalize right now. Okay. So we're going to say general solution equal to, oh, this is, oh, auxiliary. But remember, a power 0x is like a power 0. What is it? E power 0x means e power 0 equal to 1. So a times 1 equal to a plus, now here you can write exact, e a half x, open a bracket, let's say b cos square root of 15 over 2x plus this one c sine square root of 15 over 2, and then we got our x. So we're done with all this auxiliary. We must plus what? Particular solution. What is a particular solution? Just 1x, which is x. So particular solution is 1x, and auxiliary is that one. And that means that's going to be the end of the question. Like I say, do please visit my mobile application. Do not forget to leave a comments below. Share the video to other brother and sister. And please, just do please go and visit my Instagram so you can see what we do for the community, right? And I'm going to be updated every time. And also check the link below, because we also have another YouTube channel where we can see what we do for the community, you know, as far as giving back, inspire others, man. You know, and all this work is just because of dedicated to my grandmother. Because my grandmother told me, baby, listen, do never forget where you come from. Do not forget to give to the other people, right? You don't have to take everything for yourself, you know? The little that you have, if you share too little, somebody might appreciate, you know? You don't have to be billionaire to be giving back or help other people so they can stand on their own 2 feet. So this is all the work of my grandmother, because that's why I was raised. Give back, help others. Help yourself and help others, right? We move collective. So for that being said, thanks a lot for your time. Peace, and I'm going to see you soon.